Hello, my name is Jenny. Today I am talking to my Uncle Kevin, who lives in Canada. He has traveled the world promoting, advising on inclusion. The first question I would like to ask is, what does inclusion mean to you?
Well, hi, Jan. It's good to see you again. Interesting question, Jan. Maybe I should tell everybody that the reason I'm so interested in inclusion is that I have just retired from being a director in the Faculty of Education at University, which is north of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. And before I was teaching and researching and writing at the university, I was principal, I think you call it, yes, headmaster of 3 different schools. And all 3 schools were fully inclusive schools. So that'll give you some idea about why I'm interested and what I've been up to in previous years. So your question was, what does inclusion mean to me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at inclusion from different aspects here. First of all, inclusion to society, I tend to look at. Because I think our values as a society is all about how much we include everybody as full members and valued members and supported members in our society. And I think regardless of race, religion, color, abilities, or what some people call disabilities, regardless of all those things, I think everybody should be a full participating member of society.
Thank you. And the second question is, why is inclusion important?
Okay, good follow-up question. Well, from what I've just said, obviously, I think it's important in society. So for society to be harmonious, meaning harmony, friendly, helping and supporting each other, we need to know other people and all members of society. And I think most people want to live happy lives and fulfilling lives. And unfortunately, some people in society are excluded from having a happy and fulfilling life. Now, having said that, I keep in mind that all people, in my opinion, have talents, or as Marcia Forrest used to call them, gifts. And these gifts vary. We all have at least a gift or many gifts, but we all have challenges and many different challenges. And in our lives, we have to learn to deal with all of those. I think we need to give support when we have an inclusive society or an inclusive school. We are giving our support and our focus on all people and their challenges and how we meet them and how we support them. But I think we should be doing that throughout society, not just in schools. I'll focus in for a moment, though, on schools, because there's great challenges there. And I know that teachers and parents get very fearful of it. But mainly that's because the supports are not put in place. because teachers very often, children who have certain challenges, some mild, some quite severe. Some schools call it inclusive, and all they do is dump a child into a classroom. Well, that's not inclusive. Inclusive means you give support and you give the teacher assistance and you give budget support, meaning money support, for that child to be a full member of the classroom. I would say, how do children get friends? By going to school. They have local friends before they go to school, maybe before 4 or that age. But after that, they get friends by going to school and mixing with friends. And I think that all children, regardless of their ability, should have that exposure and that advantage of being in an inclusive classroom. Now, that extends, by the way, to our society. And the other day I was chatting to you about the way we have to adapt things to accommodate all people. For instance, sidewalks for wheelchairs. They have to be sloped so a wheelchair can go off the sidewalk, across the road, and back on the sidewalk. Buses, no doubt you've heard about kneeling buses. The front end of the bus kneels, and then out comes a platform, and a wheelchair can go straight onto the bus. So my motto is, and always has been, it's a very old motto, 200 years old, so it's not an original, but it is this. There's what's possible, we will do today. What is impossible will take just a little longer, but it will be possible.
That was really interesting, Uncle Kevin. Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Jenny. Anytime at all. Delighted.
Thank you.